Hi guys, I am so sorry that I've been missing for the last month, if not a little bit more. I think it's been right at a month. Just to put it nicely, all the crap that my sister and my nieces have been going through. It's just really coming to a head over the past month. Things have just, progressively been getting crummier and crummier and crummier, and it's taken a toll on me. It's taken a toll on my channel because I've not been able to put up as much content as I would like to, just for various reasons. But it all boils down to this one primary reason of just all this crap coming to a head. So, where I've been missing for so long, I figured I would do my Ipsy unbagging. My Lib Monthly hasn't come in yet. Haven't even received my tracking number yet. But I should, excuse me, had an itch. Should be getting that tracking number here within the next day or two. So, not only do I have my Ipsy, I've got, just a little miniature Five Below haul, as well as just something that I found that was just totally awesome at GameStop when I had to stop by and pay my Cricket cell phone bill. But anywho, um, let's see. I'll do that first, actually. If anyone in this world knows me, they know that I am a old school gamer. Plus, I also am a World of Warcraft junkie. But as for old school gaming, I am totally all over Sonic the Hedgehog. So this is like, I want to say my second or third Sonic the Hedgehog shirt. And it's just the classic little 16-bit version, which I thought was really neat. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, from Five Below. I picked up a couple more bandanas for each, well, two of each. One for me, one for the mutt. She's actually laying down beside me on the floor. But I got a sky blue tie-dye. It just really actually makes me think of a kind of cloudy sky. I know it's supposed to be tie-dye, but it just looks like cloudy sky to me. So I thought that was just really pretty. And then the other one that I thought was really awesome, it's another gradient. I've got a couple other ones in this line, but this one was actually really unique. It fades from peach to lavender. It starts up here with peach at the top and then fades to lavender at the bottom. I thought that was really, really pretty. And for $1 a piece, you can't beat that. She's currently wearing her purple tie-dye, for those that might be wondering. These I have yet to wash and then give her a bath. Then I can put one of these on her. Let's see. I've mentioned some of their Profusion eyeshadow palettes in the past, which I really love their Profusion stuff. But Profusion is actually catching up to the times, so to speak. They've had some knockoffs, kind of like of the Too Faced chocolate bar palettes, the regular as well as the semi-sweet. And this one is kind of another knockoff of that Too Faced thing that's going on. And it is the Sweet Tooth eyeshadow palette in the shimmer shades. Just going to go ahead and pop it out of this little package, since it has this little plastic piece here. Throw it in my trash can. And it's just got these really pretty little shades in it. And if I get it at the right angles, you can see all the glitter that's in these. I think these are actually just really pretty. Everyone knows I'm all about glitter. There's Those first three on the top up here. I think they're super pretty. The pigment isn't much on those. As you can tell, they're more like highlight and accent colors, but they're still really pretty. Really, really pretty. And now we'll go into this middle row. I'll just do them here on the heel of my hand. Because, silly me, I forgot to bring my wipes in here with me, since I had them in the bathroom the other day. Again, not super crazy pigment, but maybe with a base they would pop a little bit more. They're still pretty though. I still like them. But maybe it's just because they're glitter. With me, that is entirely possible. And the bottom row, I'll just put them behind my watch. The last one, the black, is actually pretty pigmented. I should have put them a little bit more. There we go. You can see them. They're not as pigmented, but that black one actually has some decent pigment to it. But they're really pretty colors. I would imagine they'll pop a lot more with a base instead of just on dry skin. And I do mean dry skin. Air in Texas is dry during summer, plus it's extremely hot. No amount of lotion can save your skin in Texas. And now where they are catching up to the times, as I said. They have, these are similar to the ones that I found at Big Lots for $3.50, only these are $3. And they're, instead of the pink, they're kind of a off-white color, but it's still the little blending sponges. These seem like they're a little bit firmer than the ones at Big Lots also. There we go, squeeze it up so you can see it. So it seems like it's a little bit firmer, but maybe after a couple uses it'll soften up, because I've used the crap out of my other ones from Big Lots, and I still have more to spare, but you can never have too many of those. Never! Let's see, what was the next thing? Oh yeah. I've got so much crap on my desk, I need to clean it off. I mean, you can see some of the clutter back here. But they had these little 5-piece brush sets. These were also $3. And they had a couple different designs on the handle, but this is the one I like, with the blue and the purple hearts. And then the ends of the bristles are kind of a green. It's got the eyebrow brush and comb. It's got an small angled brush. It's got a lip brush, a concealer brush, which I will use for eyeshadows, and then a blush or powder brush. So I want to see how these hold up, being that they were only $3. But even if they don't last long, $3 you're not out a lot. Next, let's see, City Color. I actually get City Color occasionally in my Ipsy and Lip Monthly bags. They actually have a glowing complexion illuminating cream. Instantly brightens and soothes skin. Highlight for radiant finish. One universal shade. So it's, doesn't come in numerous shades. It just comes in this one shade. And it's very close to the actual color of the tube. Just a little squeeze tip. Whoa. Had a little bubble of it up there in the top. I guess that'll work. I don't have to squeeze it out. It did for me. But as you can tell, it's just randomly spooged. But I wiped off the shadows. And since I got a little bit more than I had planned, it's got a little bit of a sheen, as you can tell. It's got that pearl finish, but it's actually a really pretty color. I think it would make a nice highlight, especially, right at the tops of the cheeks. So I think that's going to be really fun to play with, especially where I'm wanting to start getting more into contouring. Speaking of contouring, City Color also came out with a contour effects palette. And of course it has the bronzer, the contour color, as well as the highlight. And it has, kind of like a little guide on how to do contouring up in the top. It's a magnetic closure. However, it is cardboard, so you might want to possibly unpan these and put them in like a Z palette or something. But all these shades seem to be matte. As you can tell, you've got contour, bronze, and highlight. And that cream highlighter is all over my finger. And I'm having to use my Jean Capris as my baby wipes. Or my makeup wipes, whatever you want to call them. And they're very buttery. And I'm using just the lightest touch on these. And I mean the lightest touch. I'm barely grazing them. So I'll put the highlighter closest to my knuckles. The bronzer next to that. And the contour behind that. And I'm sorry, but you can still see that little highlighting cream underneath. But the pigmentation is actually decent without being over the top, so I would imagine you could do a pretty decent job with that. And I really like that highlighter. I just think it's a really pretty color. But it does only come in the one shade, so to speak. The one shade set. Or at least that I've seen. This is the only one they had. They may have one for, like darker skin tones. I think this one, though, is pretty much universal. And it's just the contour effects from City Color. Pardon me. I think that was it from Five Below, so let's move on to this month's Ipsy bag. This month is their prep school themed bag. Let's see, there's no product listings on the card or anything. First and foremost was this. I was actually really wanting to try some dry shampoo. Now I can. And I didn't have to buy it. And it's just a little travel size. But it is the Batiste Dry Shampoo. And it's in the Floral and Fruity Blush fragrance. And of course, it's just like every other dry shampoo. You hold it about a foot from your head and spray your roots, and then you just comb it or massage it through. And it'll kind of, keep your hair fresh between washings. I've been wanting to try one of those, so now I can. And next we have a Starlooks Pro Luxe Longwear Eyeliner Pen. And as you can tell, it's just the eyeliner marker. And it's just basic black. I just did a really fine line there, as you can tell. Usually those tend to go on super dry whenever I try to use one of these things after doing my eyeshadow. I'm going to see if this one does any better, because the one that I have from Flower Cosmetics hardly works. Even the one from NYX didn't work all that great. So, we'll see if this one does better. Next we have a Hikari lip gloss in the shade Salsa. I actually took a peek at this yesterday. I actually really, really like this color. It's kind of a pinky red in person, but it's only a slight pink. It's more red than anything. It's almost like a fire engine red. But by the time you put it on, it almost looks like a deep coral, actually. And the pink shows up a bit more. Except on my camera, it doesn't want to. Then we had the OZ Naturals Skin Science Nature Amino Herbal Hydration Mask. It's got vitamin B5 and vitamin E, Botanical Skin Tsunami for hydrating and nourishing skin cells. And I'm really glad they've started putting them in these little mini Ziplocs, since they've had a lot of stuff burst in the packages before. Or burst in the bags, rather. Let's see, after cleansing and exfoliating, apply and leave on skin for 15 to 30 minutes. Moisten and gently rinse to remove. Pat skin dry. Follow with serums and lastly, moisturizer. Gentle enough for everyday use. 100% vegan, cruelty-free. 72% organic. So, I'll give it a shot. I wish it was a little bit more organic than 72%, but most of the products on the market nowadays aren't even near that. So, most of them are about 0% organic. And then we have this, which I haven't even opened yet, and it's City Color HD Powder, and it's just a loose powder, and it looks like it would go on colorless since it is white. Okay, apparently I didn't even take the safety seal off. Okay. I feel smart. Yes, Penny, your mommy's really, really smart. She's looking at me as like, seriously, Mom? And I just had my nails done, and I don't want to muck them up even though it's gel polish. So I'm carefully going to attempt to use one of my pocket knives to just lift the cap so that I can remove it easily. And hopefully this won't go flying everywhere. And I'm just having to really gingerly pry this up a little tiny bit at a time. That way it just doesn't go snapping and flying everywhere. And then I wind up having powder all over my desk and my computer. Okay, that is not going to work. So, let's see if I can peel off this sticker. Note to self. City Color is a pain in the butt. These little stickers are apparently really, really on there. And if you have long nails, it just makes it that much harder to get out. And the thing is, my nails aren't even super long. Maybe they should have been. Ooh, still got a little bit of powder everywhere. But at least not as much as I thought I was going to. And I will say this, it does feel very dry. Very dry. It feels almost like, you know, if you were rubbing cornstarch. But again, like I said, it is colorless. So I would imagine this would be really good, you know, for like setting foundation and concealer, especially if you have heavy concealer. Now let's see if I can get the cap back on. This sucker's going to waste my time. Ooh, excuse me. There we go. Finally got it lined up. Alright. And let's see. Yeah, it's 100% silica. That's why it feels so dry and chalky. But I will try this and see how I like it for setting foundation. So it's a possibility, but it does feel very dry. So if you have dry skin, you might want to refrain from this. But if you're using something that's like really oily, this would definitely help dry it up. I would imagine that'd be really good for oily skin though. Let's see. Yep, that was it, but I didn't show you the little bag. It's actually textured. Kind of reminds me of one of the boards from Cubert. As you can tell, it's got kind of like the little cubey shapes on the texture. And then, of course, the pattern is just basic houndstooth. But anywho, I think that about wraps it up. I'm going on 22 minutes, so I'm going to get out of your hair. But again, I am so sorry that I have not been on lately, just due to all the rigmarole and the red tape and the issues and the drama and just all that jazz with my sister and my nieces. It's just a whole cluster. That's all I'm going to say. It's a cluster, followed by another word that I'm not going to say. But anyway, I will see you guys hopefully soon. Bye. One more thing. I ended up looking right past it, even though it was right in front of my face. But it was something else that I'd picked up from Five Below. And it was one of the biggest reasons why I went to Five Below. I could not leave the store without this. But it's just kind of like a little message to all of you out there that are going through hardships, much like my sister and my nieces are. Which I have yet to show this even to my sister. I want to get her one of these. But it's a cup. But what makes it special, just because, like, if you've seen my anti-suicide video, which, you know, really hits home, the subject really hits home with my nieces, as well as myself and my sister, and a lot of other people I've known throughout the course of my life so far, and I'm sure they won't be the last ones. But this goes out to all of you facing hardships. You can overcome it. I know it's not an easy road, but you can. Don't let your depression win. So, I know you can't really see it, but it says, don't let anyone ever dull your sparkle. I thought this was just so awesome. And where it's blue, you know, it just really reminds me of that anti-suicide day where, you know, we rock the hearts on our wrists. So, again, don't let anyone ever dull your sparkle. So if you are going through any hardships, tough it out. You can make it. You're stronger than you think. But anyway, I will see you guys later. Bye.